for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
You think you know what's happening in the most important negotiation of this offseason? The truth is, the money is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a behind-the-scenes factor that could change everything for the Yankees. I'm about to reveal what it is. Hit subscribe to get the full breakdown. Welcome back to the channel. October 2025 is here. And for us, the fans of the pinstripes, that means one thing. The regular season is over, but the real chess match is just getting started. While the rest of the league is zoned in on the playoffs, our attention, the front office's attention in the Bronx, is locked on the decision that will define the future of this franchise for years to come. And that decision has a first and last name: Cody Bellinger. His situation is, without a doubt, the biggest story of this offseason for the Bronx Bombers. Ever since he arrived on that 3-year, $80 million contract from the Chicago Cubs, Bellinger hasn't just fit in. He's become a critical piece of our machine. In 2025, he delivered a rock-solid season, posting a slash line of a .272 average, a .334 on-base percentage, and a .480 slugging, along with 29 home runs and 97 runs batted in. But anyone who watches the games knows his value goes way beyond the raw numbers. We're talking about elite defensive versatility, the ability to cover any of the 3 outfield spots masterfully, giving our manager tactical flexibility that's priceless. He's a potential Gold Glover, year in and year out, and his presence in the outfield stabilizes our entire defense. Offensively, he became the perfect protection for Aaron Judge in the lineup, creating a 1-2 punch in the heart of the order that strikes fear into any pitcher in the league. The combination of Judge's raw power and Bellinger's refined technique and situational power is the backbone of our run production. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. The contract. Bellinger has an opt-out clause, and every piece of intel I'm getting from sources around the league indicates he's going to exercise it. And you can't blame him. He's looking for a long-term deal that reflects his value as a 5-tool player, and the early projections are talking somewhere in the neighborhood of $180 million or more. The question for the Yankees front office is monumental. With a payroll that's already among the highest in MLB, how do you maneuver to keep an offensive and defensive pillar like Bellinger without compromising financial flexibility for other areas of the team? It's a delicate balance. Letting Bellinger walk would create a gaping hole in the middle of our lineup and in center field, a hole that would be nearly impossible to fill with a single player on the market. Keeping Bellinger means solidifying the core alongside Judge, ensuring the Yankees remain an offensive powerhouse, a true evil empire, for many, many years to come. Meanwhile, across town, the Mets are facing their own dilemma with Pete Alonso. But that's their story to worry about. For us, the priority is crystal clear and absolute. Make sure Cody Bellinger keeps wearing the pinstripes. The offseason has barely begun, and the pressure is already at max. Now let's dig deeper into the tactical analysis and the league landscape. Because the Cody Bellinger decision isn't happening in a vacuum. Across town in Queens, the Mets are on the verge of losing their icon, Pete Alonso, who also opted out of his deal. His numbers are impressive, no doubt about it. 38 homers, 126 RBIs. He's the identity of that team. And frankly, from a Yankees fan's perspective, his potential departure weakens our crosstown rival, which is never bad news. But their situation only highlights the importance of ours. While the Mets might be entering a period of uncertainty, we, the Yankees, have a chance to double down and solidify our power. Retaining Bellinger isn't just a defensive move to keep our team strong. It's an offensive move to assert our dominance in the city of New York and across the American League. Think about the lineup impact. With Judge and Bellinger locked into the 3 and 4 spots, the pressure on opposing pitchers is suffocating from the first inning. It allows guys like Anthony Volpe and Gleyber Torres, hitting behind them, to see better pitches with less pressure because the main focus will always be on our 2 all-stars. Bellinger's absence would force other players into roles they aren't built for, throwing our entire offensive structure out of whack. Realistic projections for Bellinger, with a new contract and long-term security, put him consistently above an 800 OPS, with 30-plus home runs and close to 100 RBIs per season, on top of his elite defense. That's MVP-caliber production. The investment is steep, yes, but the cost of losing him is even greater. It would mean going back to the market for solutions that would, most likely, be inferior and not have the same seamless fit. The front office knows this. Brian Cashman is facing one of the most critical decisions of his tenure. This is about paying the price to keep a championship window wide open or risking a step back. And for a franchise like the New York Yankees, taking a step back is never an option. Free agency will be a battle. Teams like the Dodgers, the Cardinals, maybe even the Red Sox, will be monitoring the situation closely, ready to make a run at him. We, the evil empire, cannot allow a player of this caliber to walk out of the Bronx only to strengthen a competitor. The message to the front office needs to be clear. Do what it takes. Pay the man. The time is now. A dynasty is built on bold decisions just like this one.